going on, guys? It's SMS back with NFT and me, and we are sponsored by the Lazy Hero NFT collection. This is not financial advice by any means. This is just a report and review on the projects I'm in. We're going to be taking a look at the price of Solana. It dropped down to about $150 today, so we're going to look at where it is and where we think it's going to go. But do your own research. You're going to want to take a look onto your own websites and see where it's at for yourself. And also, we're going to look at a few projects that I am in: the Raredon collection, the Goobies collection, and the DRAKOS collection, as well as there's a project that's minting tomorrow. I'm going to give you all the updates and the scoop on that, see when it is, and see if you guys can get in there for the mint. It's pretty hyped up, but yeah, watch to the end so you can get that. Other than that, we have the Lazy Hero giveaway. That ends on January 23rd. There are 2 winners that's going to be selected out of that. All the instructions are on the video on how to buy NFT from magiceden in the video. I'm going to put that in the description, as well as there's posts on my Twitter account. If you go there, it's pinned at the top. You can take a look at that, but it's pretty simple. You need to either subscribe to the channel and comment burp in the other video, or you're going to need to go to Twitter, follow Lazy Hero's Twitter account. You're going to need to follow my account and then comment burp on either of those. So take a look at those videos. It has a little bit more instructions for you, so you can make sure you do everything that is required for that. But there are a lot of entries coming in, but since we have 2 of them given away, it gives you twice the chance to get something out of that. But we're going to do a drawing on that, like I said, January 23rd, so stay tuned for that. But like I said, we're going to go over a few updates. We're going to get up into the mint and go from there. All right, you guys, take a look at Solana real quick here. The current price as of right now is $149.39. It is down on the day 11.67%, but that's crypto for you. Sometimes we get these dips. Nothing, in my opinion, to worry about, but I think it's actually gonna, start going back up. I'm pretty bullish on Solana. Overall, I think this whole year you're gonna see a lot of good things. But you can see on CoinMarketCap, I have these little gauges here. So in the last 24 hours, it shows you all of the details. You can change this, so you can see where the price is at. So if it's in the 1 month, and you go to the year, so you kind of see where you're gauging if you were looking to enter. This is right in the middle. So if you were to enter this for the first time, don't put your whole, initial investment in there. Take it in steps. But if you're just trying to accumulate and add to your bag, in my opinion, I think this is a good time for it, because I do think this is going to continue to move in the upward, direction throughout the year. This is ranked number 5 overall. And if you want to go take a look down here with me, we're going to look at the charts. So let's go ahead and look at the day. Doesn't look too good. And if we go to, that's a 7-day there. Now if we go to the month out, little rough month for us here. Up and down, not a lot. It never really went back up over there. It touched it and then it went back down. So our resistance, all right, that's a good thing to look at. So our resistance is about $200, all right? And we're at 150 roughly right now. So if we zoom out to the 3-month, you can see these points where it keeps bouncing right around 140, 150 bucks. And we had that all-time high run up here, and then came back down, bounced off that, came back down, bounced off that. So we have pretty strong support here, and you can see even right here there's a little spot where it dipped, and that's where it exploded and went right back up. All right, so let's zoom out to a year. And you can see how this kind of slowly was creeping up and then exploded in October. And then we had our high over here in November, I believe, right in early November. So I believe that we might hit something like this again and then keep going up there and maybe even go a little bit higher. But that is what's going on with Solana. And I don't think it's anything to worry about. But, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just taking a look at the price. But let's take a look at some of these NFTs. That's what you guys are all here for, right? All right, guys, we're going to take a look at Raredon first. The floor price is 0.1, and the average sale price is 0.11. The total volume of all time is 1,084.12 221 SOL, and the total listed is 1376 as of today. And we can take a look at some of the artwork on the floor there. There's a pretty low one right there, 0.09 if you're looking to get into this. That's a good count right there, 1600. I mean, and another thing is with this project, this isn't just the best rarity is, you know, what to go for. If you're doing a quick flip, maybe that's going to help you trying to, you know, get by that way. But what we're doing over here is a little bit different. This is actually, owning one of these is like owning one share of the company. So the more shares you have, the better off you would be, right? So what's that tell you? You can get in here, if you were to take 0.5, you can get 5 of these straight off the bat. And if this doubles, you're back at 1 Solana if you were to, you know, get in here. So keep that in mind. And let's take a look at the Discord, because we are having, speaking of 0.5, so we're having a contest right now to develop album art and giving away 0.5 Solana. Where's it at? Right here. So the Raredon anthem is doing its thing on Twitter. I think there was over 3,000 views on that by our boy Tommy. And we're having an album cover design contest. So we go down here, you can see some of the submissions. Go back up to the top. And some of them are pretty cool. I like them a lot. This one, I like this a lot. I think it's pretty cool looking, especially throwing the guy in the car like that. It's pretty clever. And then we got this one right there. It's pretty dope. I like the green on green. It looks pretty good. And especially those letters. This is pretty cool. That's good. Looks pretty clean. That one's kind of cool. Explosion with them falling all over the place. And this one's pretty dope. Let's watch this little video real quick. It's actually how he draws the whole thing. I think he just dropped this today. It's pretty cool looking. Yeah, that's awesome. Alright. Skip to the end, you can see the final product. And here's some of the submissions I put in there. So you can see that this is the kind of chat. Look, somebody just responded. He's the one that actually made the art. JJ_Des, shout out to you. No paper hands. Look, see what I'm talking about? One of the best communities out there. I didn't even time this. They have no idea I'm filming this. So shout out. That's awesome to see that. All right. Let's take a look over here on Sol Radar. Same stats up here. To today's volume on the 24 hours, 2.91. Not the greatest, down 26%. So we could do a little bit better with that. But this is a slow-moving project that is, you know, building itself from within. And I mean, I personally don't really care where the floor is. I don't really mind that. As long as you're accumulating, as long as you're building it up and supporting each other. One thing I have noticed with projects is the more that you stay united as a whole in a community with these, they're more sustainable. When you have a lot of people trying to do these quick flips, that's how a lot of projects kind of like burn out. And the longer you hold, I think is going to be the key with Solana. I don't think that it's going to be as big of a thing to do the flipping just because the price is a little bit lower. And I just think it's going to be phased out. I think that holding longer would be, your better bet going forward. But you can see the floor price is, pretty flat from where it's been. It hasn't been not too much action. The volume's down. Listed count went up, but we had a little bit of, drop off right there, which is good. Twitter followers is going up, and then it kind of flattened out over the last couple of days. And been up and down with the Discord members, but it looks like we've been getting a nice jump recently here since what time was this today? The morning. So that's good. Okay, we're going to take a look at the Goobies, and the floor price 0.1, total volume 367.83 Solana, and the average price is 0.09 Solana. Total listed count 238 out of 1,500. And if we take a look over here, we can look at what's on the floor, some of the artwork. Now the fusion, you'd be able to take 2 of these and fuse them together. You're going to lose one, but you'll be able to mix the traits up, and whatever it is what it is. You can't change that, but you could take that from there and put that into the re-roll, and then start mixing the traits up again to even get an even more rare one. I was lucky enough to get a few pretty awesome ones that I don't even know if I want to sell them. They're pretty dope. But like, look at that guy, little rocket. It'd be cool to get that. Let's take a look over here at Raredon. Go over some of the numbers here. So the floor price is up 5.3%, nothing crazy. The volume, or the average sale price right here, is down 25%, and the volume's down 56.3%. So that honestly isn't the greatest thing, and you can see that the charts definitely reflect that. This is out on a month. What I can say though, that the holidays did take a hit. There wasn't a lot of things going on. Some of these projects, the devs, they have families, they have real lives, so they don't want to be involved with all of the NFT shenanigans during that. But they did, during the new year, they set up the dynamic ranking, which you'll be able to see the reflection on your reroll or your fusion to see what the new ranking is with the dynamic ranking. And today is the most recent update. I was in the Discord earlier talking with the guys, and we were getting the airdrops as we were talking, and it was pretty significant airdrop for me. I was pretty happy to see that. So what I use the airdrops for, that's going to be for, let's roll up here, for the mutant. This hasn't been introduced yet. It's been just kind of mentioned that we're going to be able to get this elixir that we buy with our goob, and you'd be able to turn your Goobie into a mutant. And I think that you might see a little bit of a jump in the price and the volume once you get that. So they are reopening, or did reopen, the fusing and reroll, and they were thinking 250 goob per reroll. So what was happening is people were going on there and kind of messing up the traits because they were just, there was unlimited rerolls with it. So they fixed that, and it just gets a little bit more incentive, a little bit harder to get there. So I think that was a good move on there. But other than that, I mean, I still love the project. I'm not getting rid of mine. I have about 10 of these. I find good ones, I might buy another one, or I might keep moving them around because they're pretty fun. Or another option for you to do is you find one off the bottom that, you know, isn't the best ranking, or something that, you know, nobody wants. Like, this one's pretty simple, nothing crazy. So you can grab this and you could fuse it with one of your other ones that you have that maybe isn't the most rare looking one, and see what you get out of that. Or you could just keep re-rolling the traits. So take a look into that. I'm going to put a link in the description below, and see if you can find yourself your forever Goobie. Okay, we got the DRAKOS Unchained. This is a pretty awesome looking project. They came out with a lot of updates today, basically saying that they're kind of going in another direction, that they want a little bit more mature approach. They're also having an Instagram contest where they're battling with the most likes for each one throughout the week. Kind of put a couple updates about that. But the floor price is 0.4. The total volume is 8,243.45 Solana. Average sale price is 0.54 Solana, and the total listed is 714 out of 5,555. This is still one of my favorite looking ones. I like the art. I think it looks really clean, really cool. They have a game that's coming out this year, probably early spring, or maybe even sooner than that. But they have been hinting at that. Let's take a look over here on Raredon. So we are up 9.6% on the floor price. Average sale is up 5%, and the volume is up 103%, which is great. I love seeing that. There's links down here for that website, the Discord, and the Twitter if you want to take a look. And the floor price, this is out on a month. So we are down a lot, but that happens. I mean, they did this one thing where they're trying to clear the floor, and personally, I think that's what kind of messed things up, because we went down here, floor price, and then try to sweep, and then I think everybody just kept listing. I kind of think that's what happened. I don't believe in sweeps. I don't think that they're the best way to go. I think they could help, but I just don't think that they're the best way to go, especially if you announce them, because there's people in there. They might say that they're on board and they're a team player, and all they're doing is waiting for their opportunity. And I'm not even mad at them. I'm just saying, I don't think sweeps are the way to go. All right, so the average price, you can see that that is definitely down. I bought in here with one of mine, and then I bought in about here with another one. So it is what it is. Volume, rocket, kind of plateaued. Doesn't look like it's going down too much though, so that's good. And like I said, we are up 100% on the volume today, on the last 24 hours at least, from when you're watching this video. I don't know when, but from right now, that's where we're at. The listed is down and it's staying flat. That is a great thing to see. Which one's this? This is magiceden, and then this is Solana art. And you can see that we took a little bit of a drop with the Twitter followers. Some people probably fought it out, and it's starting to come back up and correct itself. Discord members, looks like that's increasing as well. So that's great. There's a couple updates in the Discord regarding the price regarding the volume and regarding all of that, but it's nothing too significant, so I'm not going to get into that. I do encourage you to get on Discord and take a look and stay in there for all of the updates. I just want to kind of go over the pretty basic stuff, just kind of let you know how the project's doing overall. But I do think that they are doing some pretty good things over there in Discord. So just to give you a quick look, I don't want to go into it too much because we got some other stuff we want to cover. But the announcements here. So this is where they were talking about everything here. All right, we hope this new year is treating you well. Want to announce a few updates on you guys we've been working on recently. New breed DRAKOS expansion. That's one where I said that they're kind of going for a more mature look or something like that as far as the branding, and going down to marketing, infrastructure, social media, and community. Killed it on the Meta Village post. There was a vote on there, and they did really well. So you might want to get on here and take a look at this. A lot of good information. Take a look at the social raid, see what they got. Down at the bottom here. Give me a second. Alright, so this is the contest I was telling you about. So they post these and then they go against each other. Whoever gets the most votes wins. So take a look at it. A lot of fun stuff going on here in the DRAKOS Unchained NFT. And you can see that they have a huge Discord, 45,564. I think it was like 47,000 when I first started looking at this project. So things happen. It's not a big deal, but I think it is a great project. I think it's going to do well going forward. Okay, and finally we have the Dope Apes. This is the project that has the upcoming mint. As you can see, there's a countdown here: 2 days, 12 hours, 50 minutes. So it is coming up quickly. We're just going to take a look at the artwork and see that. We did a review. It's going to be in the description. Take a look at that so you can kind of get a review of the whole project. But I just wanted to mention that the mint is coming up. Here's the pre-sale mint, public mint, and all of that with the roadmap. But what I do want to go check out is the price of the mint. Where are we at here? Alright, so it is going to be January 8th for the pre-sale, and that's going to be at 0.5 Solana, and I think the white lists are pretty much all filled up. Don't quote me on that, but it is getting close, and I mean, they might have a couple left over or something like that, but typically you want to get in there a little bit sooner. I know I said I don't get on whitelists, but you can see that I've been trying to get on whitelist now, so it does help. I mean, if you're trying to make some money, getting on there is going to give you the best price advantage. But I don't always do it because, like I said, I'm kind of looking for the long term with a lot of these projects. Like, I'm not going to get into it. But anyway, the public mint is going to be on the January 8th, 7 p.m. So it's just a little bit later than this one. And it's going to be at 0.8 Solana. So this is coming up. They have a Discord following of 19,174. Twitter has 5,454. Alpha Apes 527 out of 550, and that's the roles that you can get in here. So this looks like a good project. I think it's going to be. I think it's going to do well. Honestly, it's the apes. Anything apes typically does well. They have some other things going for them as far as the roadmap. Let's see if we can point it out real quick. They have sweep floors. I don't like that. But you got the Generation 2 coming, or Phase 2, the community wallets, supporters, sweep floors, and then the Dope Apes lottery. The gambling lottery aspect seems to be a big thing in Solana as of late, so I think that would do well for them if they could pull it off. and then they have Gen 2, launch, merch, and then the DAO, and then the future. So take a look at this. You might want to get into it. I'm going to be grabbing 1, 2, see how many I can get. Something like this I would be interested in getting. So that is the Dope Apes. Good luck if you're trying to mint them, and use a burner wallet. What's a burner wallet? That's just go to Phantom, go to the top, add a wallet, put your Solana in there, load that up to the site when you go to mint. I'm not saying that anything could happen here, just saying it's a practice that you want to start doing across the board just to protect yourself. You never know. But all right, that's Dope Apes. Thanks for watching the video. I do appreciate it. If you don't mind, hit that thumbs up button. Leave a comment down below with any project you want me to take a look at, and smash that subscribe button because it does help me out a lot. And you'll be able to stay up to date with all the projects that I'm working on, all the announcements and updates that come through the Discord, any kind of important news. I'm going to be adding that. And other than that, you guys take care and have a great day.